pick a setting. Pick a character. What is your name? Generating story. You are John, a wizard living in the kingdom of Larian. You have a staff and a spellbook. You finish your long journey and finally arrive at the ruin you've been looking for. You look around and see that it's not much different than when you left it years ago. The only thing different is you're here now rather than then. You walk over to the ruins and begin examining them. There are some strange symbols carved into the stone, but they don't seem to be doing anything. You take a closer look at one of the symbols and find out what it means. You cast a reveal spell on the symbol and you notice something quite odd. It says Larian in large letters above the words rise. This seems very important, so you cast a spell to make sure this isn't a trap. You look around and see that there is a small tunnel leading from the ruins. You go down the tunnel and soon reach a room with a table and chairs. On the table sits a man dressed in a long robe and holding a staff. He looks up when he sees you and smiles at you. You speak to him politely and ask if he knows where your friends are. The man tells you that his name is Nalin and that he has been searching for them since he was summoned here by the king. You tell him about the king who sent you here and how you were told to meet him in the castle. Nalin tells you that he doesn't know where the castle is located, but he thinks it might be in the city of Clayton. You cast a fly spell and fly towards the city of Clayton. Unfortunately, you can't get too far away from the ruins as you feel like you're being watched. You try to use your staff to hide yourself, but it's not enough. You cast an invisibility spell and then quickly run back to the ruins. You realize that you've made a huge mistake though, as you now realize that you need to leave the area immediately. You run back to the ruins and try to convince Nalin to let you stay, but he refuses. You attempt to punch Nalin, but he blocks your attack and knocks you to the ground. You struggle to get up, but Nalin manages to knock you unconscious again. You wake up and find yourself in a bed in a hospital. A nurse comes in and asks you where you are and why you are awake. You explain that you woke up in a hospital and that you had a nightmare. You run down the street naked and yell at people to stop staring at you. Eventually you manage to escape the stares of everyone else and continue running. You grab someone's clothes off their back garden and put them on yourself. You realize that you can do this all day long and you decide to keep going until you can no longer move or breathe. You die spectacularly. Your body collapses and crumbles to dust. You died. Game over.